What is going on YouTube? Joe here with Color Nation Media, and welcome back to another episode of the Pokemon trading card game for Game Boy Color. Today we are going to be trying to get our last medal of the game by taking on the Psychic Club. And it has been so long since I recorded this because I got sick. I'm sure a lot of you guys realized that the schedule got all thrown off. Had the stomach flu, could not record. It's been so long since I've been sick. And then this winter I got sick twice. So it's like, what is going on? Hopefully I paid my dues now and I'm done. But anyway, we're going to change our deck because we do not want to go up against the Psychic Club person with, you know, a mostly fighting deck. Or do we? Actually, now that I'm thinking about it, we might actually want to do just that and just remove the Pokemon that are weak to Psychic, because this guy has Chanseys that are like pretty much at the root of his strategy, because he tries to use Alakazam's damage swap thing. And he basically uses Chansey's high HP to just soak up a bunch of damage, and it's stupid. So let's actually remove Hitmonchan. Well, you know what? We're gonna keep the Pokemon that are not weak to Psychic, like Cubone and Marowak. That's fine. And then we want to get rid of the Machops. That's probably not gonna work out too well for us. We have the Digletts and Dugtrios. I don't have more Sand Slashes. Great. I suppose we can add Rhyhorns, a couple Rhydons. We still need 2 more Pokemon. I suppose we could do Onix, but Onix really can't do that much damage. So that doesn't seem that great. I really don't want to add Geodude though, because Geodude is such trash. Okay. Let's see what else we got in the colorless department. I suppose we can just add in some fillers, like any number of things. I suppose we could go with like Kangaskhan. If I can find where Kangaskhan is. Did I pass him like a million times already? There he is. I knew I passed him. Alright, so that gives us 60. We're going to keep pretty much all the rest of our cards the same. I suppose we could add in a double colorless energy. Does anybody else require double colorless besides Kangaskhan? Nope. What about Cubone Marowak? Nope. Maybe just Rhyhorn. And Rhydon, I guess, if we want to just go for horn attacks. Alright. Let's take out 2 fighting energies and add 2 double colorless. And that's what we're gonna go with. So that's gonna have to do. Hi, I'm Murray, master of the Psychic Club. You're the one who's visiting the clubs to win the medals. How do I know this? Because I'm psychic! Wow. What a guy. Would you like to duel Murray? Yes, I would. Because apparently we don't have to fight everybody in here, and I'm okay with that because they use a bunch of annoying like ghost decks, and no thanks, because they don't have weaknesses. They just have resistances, and that's not cool. That is not cool. I think later on in the trading card game they gave ghost types a weakness to dark, but obviously dark was not a thing at this point. What do I have? Digletts and a couple of evolutions that do not help us. A couple of energy removals that possibly do. We could potentially get rid of Marowak and Rhydon and pull Professor Oak to draw a bunch more cards. Because Dugtrio doesn't really help us. We don't have any more energies. We don't have we don't have any other way to search. So that's an idea. It's an idea. It depends on how this all plays out, of course. Can't believe this game is coming to an end already. And that's pretty much with taking a week off with like this game, because I went pretty much a week without posting this game at all. Posted just Zelda because that's what I had recorded. I didn't want to just leave you guys with nothing. I know a lot of people don't watch Zelda, but still, I wanted something to go up on the channel, and I had a backlog of that, so I figured, hey, we might as well just put it up. And then when I'm feeling better, we could, you know, get back to the schedule. We actually draw that Professor Oak, so we may actually want to pull out the Dugtrio first with the computer search. However, this could be potentially a really fast match if we can get going here. This could potentially be really something else. Unfortunately, we can't take out this Snorlax with 1 more attack because it has 90 HP, not 80. And we see the Psychic Energy attached to Avarice, so that's not the end of the world. He has no other bench Pokemon. Oh my gosh, if I had Gust of Wind. Whoa, maybe I want to pull the Gust of Wind. I have a higher chance, I think, of pulling Dugtrio because I have 3 and only 2 Gust of Wind. So then we don't even have to use those energy removals. Although, yeah, I don't know. I don't know how much that actually helps us. Don't know how much that actually helps us. No, let's pull out the Dugtrio. I feel like that's just the best. I feel like that's just the smartest play. Because we can then override any paralysis with Abra at that point too, and then we can one-shot it. So we're gonna hold on to that Dugtrio for now. We're going to energy removal the Abra, and now we will fire off a nice 60 damage against this Snorlax. So this thing's gonna be dead the following turn. If he attaches another energy, I'm gonna just energy removal it. Energy removal it again. He's actually gonna go for the scoop up. Okay, so now he's got this Kangaskhan out here, and now he's gonna start getting some card advantage. He's gonna put the Snorlax back on the bench. This is why this guy's so annoying. He might even have 4 scoop ups. So he just lets like things like Chansey absorb all this damage, especially when he gets Alakazam out. There's the dreaded Chansey. And then he just scoops it up, and then you don't get the kill. So you basically need stuff that can one-shot things. Honestly, the best strategy is to just put as much pressure on him as possible. Did he even attach an energy to anything? Just Kangaskhan? Well, that kind of ruins my plan a little bit. If we can get one... Actually, no. One more energy doesn't even do us any good. Because Slash only does 40, so that would do 80. It's not enough to take out Kangaskhan in one shot. So I suppose we will just energy removal again. And then we will go for a Mud Slap. So it didn't really matter. We would needed to have drawn a fighting energy there. And, I mean, even that wouldn't have really helped us. We need 4 to be able to do Earthquake. So, yeah. Another Professor Oak. I really want to save this Dugtrio for this Abra, because I know he's going to paralyze me. But he's not going to go into Abra next. He's going to go into one of these other jerks. I just know it. I just know it. We'll go ahead and drop Kangaskhan on the bench. We'll go for Mud Slap again. And hopefully he goes out into Abra, but I don't think he's going to be that dumb, to be honest. Marowak, that does nothing for us. And of course he's going to go out into Chansey. Of course he is. We need to get rid of this thing fast. But unfortunately, we are not going to be able to do that. We are not going to be able to do that. Because it has like 120 HP or something outrageously stupid. Something outrageously stupid. Okay, now we could try to pull out the Gust of Wind. Now we could pull out the Gust of Wind and get rid of Abra. And then we're free to Professor Oak at that point. Alright, so let's go ahead and do that. We're going to computer search. We're going to get rid of Marowak because we don't need it. We're going to get rid of the second Professor Oak because we don't need that either. And where is my Gust of Wind? There it is. This card is amazing. It is amazing. It has saved my behind so many times. Gust of Wind. Pull out the Abra. And we don't even have to evolve this turn. We can draw one more card, I suppose. I don't know how much that's actually going to help him. What I want to see is if I evolve, does that cancel out Chansey's Scrunch attack? Flip a coin of heads, prevent all damage done to Chansey during your opponent's next turn. Any other effects of attacks still happen. So evolving does us literally no good. So at that point, I mean, it really doesn't matter. Is there a chance though that I don't draw a fighting energy and then I can't attack? That's what I'm a little bit worried about. Let's just get rid of this Abra for sure. And then we get a prize. Hopefully we pull up just one fighting energy. Okay, that is pretty much as good as it's gonna get. Energy Search thins the deck, gets us that fighting energy that we need. Another Chansey on the bench. And here comes the Scrunch. Please get Tails. Please get Tails. Okay, he gets Tails. So we can at least get off 40 damage. I mean 80 damage because of weakness. And we're gonna discard a double colorless. Right? I mean, I kind of want to attach that to Kangaskhan so it doesn't go to waste. Alright, let's just pull out a Fighting Energy. Attach that to Diglett. Evolve Diglett into triple Diglett. And then we can go for a lovely slash attack. It's going to do a whopping 80 damage to this thing. And somehow he still has 40 HP left. This Chansey is so fat, it's not even funny. Not even funny. Now he's going to get heads. I guarantee you he's going to get heads now. There it is. There it is. This is where Gust of Wind comes in handy again. Another Kangaskhan. I suppose we can drop that on the bench. I suppose. I'll go ahead and attach a double colorless there, and now we can go for Professor Oak because it really does not matter. Speed that up a little bit. Now we have some basic Pokemon. We have some fighting energies. We have things. We have things happening. So let's drop Diglett and Cubone and Rhyhorn. I think our bench is full now, right? Yeah, double Kangaskhan, Diglett, Cubone, Rhyhorn. Alright, so there's nothing else that we can do. Nothing else that we can do. We need to hope that he gets Tails soon here before he starts attaching too many psychic energies to things. He's already powering up that second Chansey to waste more time. And he's gonna get heads again! Oh my gosh, this thing is so annoying. So annoying. Alright, we're going to finish powering up Dugtrio, so at least now, that second Chansey and Kangaskhan and Snorlax, they are all going to be destroyed in one shot. Thanks to Earthquake, but we just are going to need one Tails. In order for that to happen, there's the Tails to get rid of this Chansey, so we need one more to get rid of the second Chansey. Oh my gosh. Chansey is... I mean, it's not quite as annoying as Lickitung. I mean, I know you can get around the paralysis with Lickitung if you evolve, but you know. You know, Lickitung does damage, and that's the part I don't like, is you could just be paralyzed and they just slowly kill you. At least Chansey's not actually doing anything. So let's go for Slash. And so we're going to be halfway through our prizes at this point, which is pretty darn nice. See, there's no reason to bring Psychic-type Pokemon to this game at all. Like, he literally just has Abracadabra, Alakazam, and apparently Mr. Mime. Maybe he has a Jinx or something. I don't know, but if you just bring fighting Pokemon that aren't weak to Psychic, like the ground types, I mean, you're in a much better position. And the real threat, or not the real threat, but the real problem is freaking Chansey. Oh boy. Alright, let's go ahead and pull 2 cards from the deck. We are down to below 25 at this point. Another Dugtrio. That could potentially be very helpful. Potentially, if I eventually get enough energies, but we're going to make sure Cubone is ready to go, and then we've got that Marowak in the back. Unfortunately, we can't attack here because of stupid Scrunch. Please get Tails. Please get Tails. I don't know what that Mr. Mime does, actually. Oh, you know what? I think it has an ability that prevents damage over a certain amount. That is not good. He's gonna bring that out next, isn't he? Invisible Wall. Whenever an attack, including your own, does 30 damage or more to Mr. Mime after applying weakness and resistance, prevent that damage. So we need to do 30 or less. Which means we need to start powering up something else. 30 damage or less? Wait a minute, 30 damage or more? So you can only do 20 damage at a time max? Did I read that right? So it's 30 or more, so you can't even do 30 to it. That is poop. This is where Hitmonchan would actually be very useful. And actually, let me just see what that Meditate attack does. For each damage counter on the defending Pokemon. Okay. So it kind of just scales up at that point. So we want to attach an energy to... I mean, I guess Cubone is fine. But I suppose we want to attach an energy to Diglett here. Actually, I don't even know. I don't even know if that was the right thing, because I'm going to have to retreat. This deck is so... This is why I saved this club for last. It's so annoying. So we're just going to one-shot this Chansey and do a gigantic 140 damage to it. And now everybody on the bench is going to take 10 damage, unfortunately. Unfortunately. But we're going to be able to pick up a prize. So that's something. Here comes the Mr. Mime. See, if he didn't get so many heads with Scrunch, we would have been fine. We would have been fine. Alright, so we got the 10 damage on Dugtrio. We're going to have to retreat. We're going to have to retreat here. And attach another fighting energy to this Dugtrio, because we're going to retreat. So now we can only do Slash, unless we attach another energy. So I suppose I could go to Diglett and do 10? Does that really help me, though? I don't know that it does. He's just going to one-shot me. Because Meditate does 10 plus 10 for each. It's so annoying. So annoying. Alright, we're going to go out into Cubone. And at least that will free up a spot on the bench for me to attach another energy to Hitmonchan. Because Jab does 20. So this should do 20 as well. So we should be able to take him out with Hitmonchan afterwards. So what we can do is we can go into Diglett and then retreat, because Diglett does not have any retreat cost, if I'm remembering that correctly. And then we should be okay. We can eventually go back out into Dugtrio. We've got some prizes to play with here. And so we should be fine. We should be fine. Alright, so let's attach another fighting energy to Dugtrio. So Dugtrio's ready to go again. And I suppose... I mean, I need him to knock something out. Like, it's just, like, what am I going to sacrifice at this point? I guess I'll sacrifice Cubone. I don't see any reason to save it. I thought about maybe sacrificing that Diglett, but we're not going to do that. We are not going to do that. So there goes Cubone. We're going to just, you know, give him a prize, basically. We're just handing it to him. Just handing it. You get it for free. You get it for free, my friend. Okay, so now we're going to go into Diglett. And now the plan will commence. Yes, my evil plan. Drop Hitmonchan. Fighting energy on Hitmonchan. Now we retreat. Yes, no retreat cost. So we only have to discard an energy. I mean, we could have if we needed to. Now we hit him with the jab. I still have a full heal, I think. So if we get paralyzed by Abra, yeah, we're going to win this. We're going to win this because we only have one prize left now. And as I've said many times, anytime you're leading by this many prizes, it's a very difficult hole to dig out of. He's going to use the energy removal there. That's where I wish I had Switch. But I do not, and he's going to get Tails. I suppose if we get another fighting energy, we can put this thing on the brink, and he's going to have to retreat. Because if he doesn't, he'll lose. Let me see. What is your retreat cost? Your retreat cost is 2, and unfortunately, double colorless does not count as 2 when it comes to retreating. It only counts as 1. Let's see if we can pull a fighting energy out of our butt here. Professor Oak, Rhyhorn. How many cards do I have left in my deck? I have 16. He doesn't have Chansey. He has nothing with energies except Kangaskhan. Oh boy. Oh boy. Do I just Professor Oak here? I mean, I think I do. I think I do. Do I want to evolve that Diglett? I don't know that I would have enough energies to power it up at this point. I don't know that I would. Let's attach this double colorless first. Let's give him one more turn. Give him one more turn. Hopefully, I mean, the best possible thing would be him just evolving it into Kadabra, because we can one-shot that. But he's not going to do that. Paralysis check, he's going to get the heads this time. It's going to take 2 more turns for him to kill us. And honestly, the best thing for us to do, it might just be to just wait now. Let's just wait. I see no reason to save this thing. We'll just use it as fodder. I mean, anything that he has gets one-shotted by Dugtrio. So if he keeps attacking, he eventually is going to lose because I have too many cards in my deck. He's going to get Tails here, but that does not matter. I'm glad I saved this as pretty much like the only thing I wanted to do in this episode because we're 20 minutes deep and we're still in this game. Same game. Done. Let's see if he retreats here, if he just attacks to finish off Hitmonchan. And he's just going to attack, so that's going to be the game. That's going to be the game as he gets Tails here, because we're just going to go right out into Dugtrio, and 1 slash is going to do 40 damage. Abra does not have a fighting resistance, thankfully. And so I never tried a deck like this before against this guy, but this might be the best, your best bet, honestly. I mean, it's not really an optimized deck or anything, but it really helped a lot to be able to put all of that offensive pressure on things like Chansey. So that's something. That is something. So we officially have all of the medals in the game, which means in the next episode, we are going to be headed over to the, what is it called? The Pokemon Dome, maybe? I forget what the place is called. But we're going to be basically fighting the Elite Four of this game. Legendary Pokemon cards. Here, take this Psychic Medal. Yes! Look at that. It is complete. It is complete. And here, take this Laboratory Booster Pack. Okay. I kind of like this pack. Hopefully we pull something good. Clefable! Didn't that one guy want to trade for Clefable? Ishihara, or whatever the heck his name is. I'm definitely never using Clefable. Definitely not. Let's see what's in this second pack. Hitmonlee! That would have been nice for this fighting deck. I don't know if I have any of those. I might not. I might not have even one. I'll think of a new strategy, so blah, blah, blah. So come see me again. I'll be waiting. Ha 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 ha. Yes. What? You know what? Whatever. Whatever. Alright, so... Oh, you know what? Before we leave here, wasn't there some guy over here that wanted us to beat Murray? This guy. This old dude. What? Is that the Psychic Medal? Did you defeat Murray? I feel so much better. Here, let me give you this Mewtwo card. We received a promotional Mewtwo card, level 60. That is bananas. Look at that Cyburn, 40 damage for 3 energies. I don't know how great that is. It's a heck of a lot better than that other Mewtwo, though. Energy Absorption. Choose up to 2 energy cards from your discard pile and attach them to Mewtwo. Okay. So then you could just use Cyburn like the turn after. That's not that bad. Check our PC. See if we have any mails. We do. We have 2 mails. Are you getting any closer to inheriting the legendary Pokemon cards? Murray of the Psychic Club. I have some information on his deck. Seems to be a deck that uses Alakazam's damage swap. It will be difficult to defeat his deck of Psychic-type Pokemon. Psychic Pokemon are tricky since their weakness is Psychic. Try to defeat him before his Pokemon evolves into Alakazam. Okay, well that is really not very useful. If you bring a deck full of Psychic stuff, you will get bot by Chansey and Snorlax and Kangaskhan. Hypno. It's a pretty cool looking card. I remember having a holographic Hypno, and that was something else. Only 1 booster pack? Come on, Dr. Mason, why are you being so stingy with us? You're finally going to be dueling a Grandmaster. Grandmaster Courtney uses the legendary Moltres. Okay, so apparently this is our first game against the Elite Four people. Alright, Grandmaster Courtney uses the legendary Moltres, so her deck should be made up of fire Pokemon. Be sure to use water Pokemon, since water Pokemon are the weakness of fire Pokemon. Yes, thank you for that genius insight, Dr. Mason. Other than that, just watch how your opponent plays and choose your strategy accordingly. Basically, nothing of use there other than the fact that we have to be prepared for a crazy Moltres card. And it's not the Moltres card that's from, what is it, the Jungle? I think it's the Jungle set. But anyway, it's not that Moltres where, like, it does 70 damage or something, and you flip a coin. If tails, it does nothing. It's a much worse, for us, variety of Moltres. Nothing good in that booster pack. So we're at 25 minutes. Let's go ahead and build ourselves a water deck. Back to Squirtle and friends. Still only have one Blastoise. Why? Why do we have only one Blastoise after all this time? We went through the whole game. I don't know if we have any Venusaurs. I don't even know what packs these cards are in, to be honest. I would have to look it up, and since we're at the end, I'm not going to do that. I'm not building a Venusaur and friends deck. Alright, so let's throw in a bunch of water energies. 20 is a lot. That might be too much. That might be too much. Alright, couple Squirtles, couple Wartortles, couple Blastoise. And by couple, I mean one. This deck would be so much better if I had more Blastoise. It really, really would. It would just up the consistency by a lot. Do we have the good Vaporeon? No, we do not. We have the crappy Game Boy stupid version. We'll throw Articuno in for funsies. And do I want to go Gyarados or Dugong? I think I want to go Dugong. I think I want to go Dugong. Dugong is safer because Seal doesn't die in like one hit. So we're going to throw in 4 Seals, 3 Dugongs. And that already puts us up at 59 cards? How is that possible? How is that possible? Probably because we don't need these double colorless and Kangaskhans. That is not necessary. It really is not. It's basically filler. So we can see what we have going on in this area. We might want to add in a switch or two, to be honest, because we have Pokemon with high retreat costs. It might be something that we want to look into. We could add another Gust of Wind as well, because Gust of Wind is pretty cool. Well, let's see how many basic Pokemon we have. We have 3 Squirtles. We got 4, so that's 7. What else do we have? We just have Lapras. And then we have Articuno. It's really not that much. It really is not that much. I suppose we could do Goldeen as well, just because it's easy and Seeking only requires 2 energies to attack. Do you have a retreat cost? No, you do not. That could be something. We only have 3 cards to play with, so I don't know if I want to do that. We might just want to stick with what we have. We might just want to stick with what we have. So let's throw in trainers to... We probably don't need that many water energies either. Let's try 18. 18, and then we've got a bunch of spots for trainers that we can add. Let's see what we got. We can throw in a couple of switches. We can throw in... Where's the Gust of Wind? 2 more Gust of Wind. And what is the last card gonna be? A potion, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. I should pick something. I should pick something good, right? Alright, you know what? I don't care. We're just gonna add in another water energy and call it a day. So we're back to where we started with a Squirtle and Friends deck. I kind of like that it has come full circle here. So let's head on over to... Is the Challenge Hall or the Pokemon Dome? I want to say it's the Pokemon Dome. Alright, so in the next episode, we're going to start the last section of the game by going through here and seeing what Courtney and her legendary Moltres are all about. And I don't know how many games we're going to get through. Maybe we can get through 2 in the next episode, and then the episode after that, we can get through the last 2. And I don't remember if there's anything after that. So we will see. But we have made some progress. So I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, make sure you're leaving a like or a comment or whatever. And I will see you all for the next episode. So until then, game on.